From Spider-Man to E.T., Transformers to a T-Rex, and Harry Potter to, well, Harry Potter, Universal Orlando Resort's 2 theme parks are some of the best in the entire world. But to get to where they are today, the company has had to kill off some of its most iconic attractions to introduce new ones. No, not you. I'm not talking about you. Get out of here. I'm Brian Perry, someone who cares way too much about Orlando's vacation destinations, and I'm taking a look back and then taking a virtual ride on the top 5 most missed attractions in Universal Orlando Resort's storied history. For number 3, we'll hop aboard the Hogwarts Express and head over to Islands of Adventure, the world-class theme park that holds legendary rides like the Incredible Hulk, the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, and at one time, Dueling Dragons. Dueling Dragons was an opening day attraction at the highly anticipated second Universal Orlando Park when it debuted in 1999, and it marked the first inverted coaster built for the resort as it had trains hanging from the track above them. After walking through the world-class entrance, I mean, just look at that thing, guests would enter an abandoned castle filled with cobwebs, windy dark corridors, and skeletons of those who dared to enter the castle before them. I, to this day, believe that the original version of the queue to be the best walkthrough ever designed, for when it was built at least. Upon getting to the ride station, guests had the option of riding the Fire Dragon or the Ice Dragon, aka the red track or the blue one. The 2 coasters would launch at the same time, rising up the 125-foot lift hills simultaneously. Once the coasters reached their apex, they'd go their separate ways, racing across 3,200 feet of a unique track layout. Unlike a number of other dueling coasters built before it, Dueling Dragons tracks were often far apart, nowhere in the vicinity of their dueling counterpart, though designers made sure to incorporate 3 near-miss spots on the tracks where the trains came within a few mere feet of each other. The highlight near-miss saw the coaster trains heading for each other in a straight line before rising up to complete an inversion. If you were riding in the front of either train, it gave the illusion of an incoming collision before breaking off vertically at the very last second. And while the near misses and dueling aspect of the coasters were their highlight, it unfortunately proved to be their downfall. In 2009, the attraction was rethemed and renamed to Dragon Challenge to blend in with the recently opened Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Just a few years after that, a number of injuries began to be reported, including one instance where a guest lost an eye due to flying objects from one train striking the other during one of the near misses. Universal soon after had to make the decision to stop the dueling aspect of the ride, now running the trains at alternating intervals. Dragon Challenge ran until 2017, when the park made the decision to shut down the ride for good, noting that without the dueling aspect, it was no longer the ride that they intended. A few years later, in came Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, a world-class roller coaster that now stands in the place of a Universal legend from yesteryear.